Hey YouTube! Back with another video today, guys, and today I wanted to talk to you about kind of what's going on in the market and what I see as kind of like this whole kind of interesting thing that's going on. So we had this like big sell-off, and then we had this big, rally, and then we had this sell-off and the rally, and the stock market's just going all over the place, which it's doing this choppy motion back and forth. It's trying to find direction. And I think the biggest thing is the direction in which I think the market is going as a whole is down. And I see a lot of people that are probably going to get burned pretty bad here pretty soon because I think what's going to happen is a dead cat bounce. And some people think it's already happened, but I think we're going to see a rise this week. So the week of 4-4 is the day. So through this week, from the next few days, we might see a great, decent amount of rise in the market. There'll be a lot of euphoria. People will be really excited about that. And then shortly after, we're going to see a drop again. And I just see that that's a possibility. And to me, what I think is a high possibility. If earnings come in and they're really good, we can still continue and keep going in this bull run. But the scenario of that happening is also really dangerous. And the reason why I see that happening, when Trump basically made it more profitable for businesses to make money, we were already at the point where we should have had some steam removed from the market. And we did have a little bit of steam removed from the market just recently through the month of January to February. We had, quite a decent amount of a pullback, but it wasn't enough that I think that this whole market could come down at least another 25 to 45% to be in a little bit more of a healthy territory, which is a really scary thing if you think about it, because all these people are investing right now. You have all these big banks that are going out on margin doing all this great trading, and it's kind of a dangerous situation. So if the market goes up through this week, like we had a little rise, then we had a little bit more rise today, and if it continues to rise tomorrow and Thursday and Friday, I'm a little concerned about that because people might try and take their profits. The market goes down, comes back a little bit. People start investing because they think that the market's recovered, and they start diving back in because now they think that's the best time to invest, and then the market falls out again. And that's called the dead cat bounce. I talked about this yesterday, but what do we see right now? So I'm a little gold bullish right now, and the reason why I think the gold has a little bit of a run up that can still happen with the commodity is it's a really interesting sector that I don't think a lot of people have invested in some time. Mining companies have taken a really big beating over the past 5 years. Some of them are better than others, and some run really smooth and have good profit margins. But I think that the whole market as a whole is you can't create gold, at least not without some kind of major amount of time or something like the Hadron Collider to be able to create gold. It's just not something that we can create ourselves. So it's kind of a limited resource, and we use it for a few things, for CPUs, for a lot of cell phones, and a lot of computer components, just because it's a good conductor and it doesn't have a whole lot of corrosion, which silver is also another good commodity, I think, for those kind of things. And there's other components that I think are, or metal components out there that could be used for phones and other electronic components, but it doesn't mean that there's still a lot of money to be had from that sector. And we've had a little bit of this massive drag down on these stocks for some time. And if you kind of see the direction in which gold is going, you have a weakening U.S. Dollar, you have the dead cat bounce, you have gold starting to become a little bullish, and will the tech stop the bleeding? I think we've got this. The tech market is really big, and I think that they'll still, over the long haul, will be a great investment. But for right now, some of their price to earnings and some of their evaluation is just out of control. And if they don't really come in with earnings, then things are going to get really bloody really quick. And the second thing that to note is if this does continue into another bull market. I mean, like, not any of this choppy stuff right now. We're talking like another run up in the stock market. I think that the fall from that will be astronomical. It will be, like stock market D-Day kind of thing. It's just going to be really, really bad. And, we'll see what happens there. If the stock market kind of goes into a bearish market, we start having a recession, which a lot of people, don't like. I don't like recessions either. But if we do that, then the stock market will kind of go back to, I think, more appropriate evaluations. And that's typically when you want to invest. You kind of want to invest when things are going down and on sale than when things are shooting up, and how they have been for the past few years. And I just wanted to talk to you guys about that and what I kind of see in the market and why I see that has a potential to, in the next few years, we'll see what actually pans out, but it's a really interesting situation that we've got going on here. I have looked at all kinds of charts, and I've never seen really anything like it. And we'll see what happens here in the next few years. It's an exciting time right now. I think every day I'm curious to see what's going to happen, because we've got these wild swings, and I'm like, well, are we going into a bear market? Are we going into a bull market? What's going on here? How do I invest into this kind of choppiness? And I think the best thing that you can do is, get an understanding. I think you should always be investing so you can learn, right? If you were to just start learning how to like run when you're a toddler, you're just going to fall down and hurt yourself. But you have to walk before you learn how to run. And I think that's what it means to invest as well. You can't just start running, and start trading options and start like just buying tons of shares of things that you know nothing about, without doing a lot of research. And knowledge, I think, is power, and especially when it comes to the stock market. So thank you for watching my videos. Like if you like my video, dislike if you dislike the video, guys. And if you really like the video, please subscribe. It really helps my channel. I'm just starting out. If you have any questions, feel free to put anything down in the comment section, and I'll try and get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you very much, and have a great day.